comes out in this case, he definitely does that for property tax assessments. He constantly undervalues properties and then creates something different when he's presenting it to the bank. That can rise a level of fraud, but I think the pattern in this case,
the inflated assets is what he was pressed on today.
Yeah.
What is his? I mean, other than it was a perfect valuation, is there any other substance to his testimony today that could cause problems for his kids?
That's an interesting question, Nicole. I'm not sure. I mean, the problem with his kids' testimony, I think, is it doesn't match with what happened, right? They said we relied on our accountant. They actually provided information to the accountant. And when the accountant, Donald Bender, learned what they had done, that they had withheld information on appraisals, that they had withheld information about restrictions on how properties could be used, he quit. Right? He quit that day. I think that's very strong evidence that that was a shock to that firm. And they stopped signing those statements of financial condition, and they notified people that they could no longer stand behind them. So I think his kids' testimony has its own sort of internal problems. And whether I don't understand what he's trying to say, how he's trying to say things work. He's trying to say, I'm an expert in real estate. I know everything about real estate, except for when it comes to valuations, maybe I don't know anything about how that works. His kids were saying that. They do kind of conflict, but I'm not sure it's in a way that would rise to the level of a perjury charge or create other kind of conflicts going forward. But it doesn't create a very clean record if they're trying to make a presentation to an appellate court that the judge didn't decide this case based on the facts.